3 points of tib science, number 1 from Dr. Bronson.
You got weight on your foot and you're raising your toes up towards your knees.
Well,
but
let's be honest,
really
if you're
good.
a real motherfucker, you know that that's what makes the leg look good. That's what makes the leg look strong, is that tib.
Okay, that may be harder to prove, but the next 2 show what this muscle is and does. Number 2, it's the opposing muscle of the calves. So you don't use it so much when you're on your toes, more so when you're on your heel or when you're kicking. Now, Michael Jordan did a lot of dunks heel first like this, probably didn't need to do tibs. I was a pathetic natural jumper, and it's really helped me, but that brings me to number 3. Tibs are smaller than calves, which are smaller than quads and hamstrings. I do the most sets for quads and hamstrings, less for calves, and even less for tibs. In my current program, I use 1 set to failure, a minute of my life, 3 days a week, or 2 minutes if I'm doing 1 side at a time. So you don't have to train tibs, but the more demand you put on them, or the more you build your quads, hamstrings, calves, the more I think it can benefit you. Your tibia is your shin bone. Anterior means front. This is called your tibialis anterior. You can see it here, but it actually wraps all the way around to the inside of the foot. With body weight, butt against the wall, back off the wall, legs straight. Squeezing at the top, pausing at the bottom. Closer feet makes it easier. 1 side at a time makes it even easier. Note, the higher the heel of your shoe, the tougher this exercise is. But the lower the heel, the more uncomfortable it may be on your heel, so something moderate tends to work well. Or having a soft surface. Kettlebell is usually the most accessible free weight option, but it may be uncomfortable on the top of your foot, and a small towel can handle that. Then you have tib bars, which are very user-friendly. And Sorenex collaborated with us on a seated tib machine, which is maximally user-friendly and 1 side at a time. This is one of the simplest exercises I do, so my main tip is just to pause at the top and the bottom. And if you're still overcoming past ankle issues, you may even like to add some rotation. Down to the pinky, up, down to the big toe, up. Long term, I like to use about 20% of my body weight, and then I'll take that to failure. Squeeze at the top, stretch at the bottom. That's not an absolute, it's just a number I've observed based on coaching some of the highest jumpers in the world. For example, Cortland, who runs our jump section, is actually stronger on tibs than me, even though I can do more weight in stuff like squats. So I think that's just a common sense clue that more strength closer to the ground is a good idea for fighting gravity, whether it's for jumping or for longevity. Thank you for watching. For further coaching, I run $50 a month online service, and if you want an in-person coach, there might even be one near you at map.atgforcoaches.com. See ya.